For this new black movement, I feel we just want a piece of the pie. That's it. We just want a piece of the pie like everybody else gets their piece of the pie. That's it. Just how everybody else can walk into an establishment or go all around the world and they're respected. I feel that's what we want as well. I'm not one of them black folks who, that's saying everybody got to bow down to us and we the greatest and this is, that comes if it comes. People will look at you as they feel. But right now, the way that people look at us, the way that people treat us, we need to change the narrative. And the way we change that narrative is we change it at home. Now, it is certain things that's going against us and, media, news, all these type of things. Right, correct. But if we don't fuel it by the way we act, if we fuel it by the way that we change, they have to change the narrative. But back to the piece of the pie, I feel, we just want a piece of the pie like everybody else. The Asian community, Latino community, the African community, the Europeans, the Middle Easterns, all of them, they got a piece of the pie. And I feel like us as a community, we need a piece of the pie. And I'm not necessarily, and this is my new frame of mind of thinking, it's not even the black community. It's like a subset of the black community now, because to be honest with you, the whole black community is not going to make it. That's it's only going to be a remnant of the black community is going to make it, because a lot of us has been tarnished already. When you look at the black community, you got niggas, you got black folks. But when you break down black folks from niggas, you still have niggas. So now you have niggas, you have regular black folks, you have the boule, you have the ones who want better for themselves, for the black community and is willing to do the work. So it's a subset inside of the black community. It's not just black community. Like I said, you got black community. Inside of there, you got niggas, you got the boule, you got the people who want to separate themselves and grow. And the only reason why I believe that subset wants to separate themselves and grow is because when you get botched in with the rest of the black folks, a lot of black folks have cognitive dissonance as well. A lot of black folks are not ready to build. A lot of black folks are comfortable. A lot of black folks out here now is just a part of the ones that was on the slave plantation when Harriet Tubman said, come on, them niggas want to stay. And that's a lot of black folks out here now. You ask them, hey, let's rally up, let's grow, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And they're like, for what? We good. We have a good job. We eating good. We got a good house. We doing all right. But they can't see the bigger picture. You can't see that you don't have a piece of the pie. We barely getting crumbs. We don't have no piece of the pie. When I say piece of the pie, how we get that is we contribute to the world. We contribute to America. We make a great contribution. That's not basketball, football, singing, dancing, shaking our ass. Don't get me wrong. Like, them things cool, but we need to be looked at for more than that. When people see a black person or when people see us, the first thing that needs to pop up in their head is not, I wonder what sport you play. Or I wonder if you can sing. Or I wonder if you can dance. These are the things that we grab to or we reach for as we're younger, because we know that these are the things that's guaranteed for us to get out of our situation if we are successful in them. But in order to get a bigger piece of the pie, we have to change that narrative as well. Is that it's more than sports and entertainment for us to get a piece of the pie. Technology, healthcare, math, science, business. The same brothers who's out here doing drug deals and this and this and this, who have the intelligence to do that, to make proper drug deals, to make money, and to escape the police and escape the authorities, keep a low profile, that takes skill. So let's transfer that into some kind of business to where it's legit, to where we don't have to be ducking and dodging the police. So now we have infrastructure. So now we contributing. So now we get the respect. The reason why we don't get the respect from the people is because we don't contribute nothing. What do we contribute, And this is where I'm getting at, is that we just want a piece of the pie. In order for us to get a piece of the pie, we have to put it in. We can't go around saying, oh, we've been hurt, we've been this, we've been this, we've been this, we've been this, and we should just be given a piece of the pie. We can't do that, because if we look back in history, everybody been hurt. Everybody been hurt. We might have got it worse, or we might have got it one of the worst, or the thing that happened to us might still be systematic, but who cares? Ain't nobody trying to hear us cry no more about we want reparations, we've been done wrong. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. I'm not dismissing those things, but I'm trying to bring the black folks to reality that people don't give a fuck about that, bro. And the reason is because it's the way that we acting now and the way the narrative is now. It's doubled down. Certain groups in the European community, if you know what I mean, got theirs, but they don't act like how we act. And then, like I said, there's other systematic reasons why we haven't gotten it. So I won't go deep into that. But we got to stop begging. And we have to show them a reason why we need a piece of the pie. Because of the things that we're doing. Like I said, math, science, technology, healthcare, this, inventions, business. We have to do all these things. We are not, it's not like we're not capable. We're like we don't have the mental capacity. Like we're not intelligent enough. We have all these things, yet we don't want to use them. Somebody got to take the hit. Somebody got to make the sacrifice. A lot of us don't want to make the sacrifice. Truth be told. But like I said, how I see it, we just want a piece of the pie. That's it. We just want to be respected. We just want to be able to travel around the world, go to these European countries, look at their beautiful buildings and all this type of shit, the beautiful architecture and all that. And people treat us like a normal human being and not treat us like a nigga. I want to be able to go to Beverly Hills and walk up and down Rodeo and go into this store, this store, this store, this store, and they know I'm about to spend some money. They know I'm good business. They know I'm donating to the world. They know I'm a good black man. You know what I'm saying? Not a good black man, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? But you know I'm a righteous nigga. I like that term better, righteous nigga, because it's like you gotta have an open mind to receive that type of shit right there, a righteous nigga. They know I'm not on some rambunctious shit. Like I said, I feel like that's what we need to get to. We have to get to that point. And we only get to that point when we fix ourselves. We only get to that point when we fix ourselves. When we come to the truth about where we at. And we stop lying, we stop hiding. We stop doing all these things that's not conducive to where we want to go and how we want to grow. We got to do all that. We got to stop all that. Like I said, I just want a piece of the pie. That's it. It's not that I want to be above anybody, greater than anybody, anything. No, it ain't none of that. All I'm saying is I just want a piece of the pie. I want to be able to travel around the world and get respect. I want to be able to go in America and the first thing that pops up in their head is, oh, there go one of them niggas. That's it. That's it. I'm ready to contribute. I'm ready to lead. I'm ready to put in. Like I said, a lot of black folks just had their hand out. But we got to change that narrative because ain't nobody finna put nothing in our hands just by having our hands open and, oh, you owe us. They not finna come. They not finna do it. We got to stop that. Like I said, it's not dismissing what they did. It's not doing any of that. But what I am saying is that we have to contribute at this point. We have to show them a reason why they should mess with black folk. Imagine if we dominated business, we dominated healthcare industries, we dominated math, we dominated science, we dominated engineering, we dominated English language arts, we dominated architecture. Imagine if we went into these fields and we dominated just like we dominate basketball, football, or shaking our ass and singing. Imagine if we did that, where the fuck we would be. Imagine if we did that. Just take a second and imagine where the fuck we would be. Just take a second and think about that. The same energy we put in from the youth, trying to play basketball, trying to play football, want to be a singer, want to be a rapper. Imagine if we took that same energy and put it on being smart, put it on being intelligent, put it on being wise, put it on business, Put on all these things that can further us as a community, as a collective, together, in order for us to get a piece of the pie. Because right now, it's only 1% of us getting a piece of the pie. And that's if you sing, dance, rap, shake your ass, or bounce a ball. That's it. And then you got a couple sprinkled here and there. And if they part of the BLK, go ahead and cancel them out. Because that's a whole different topic about the BLK. And how they used to set up to bring us back. So that's a whole different conversation. Because the BLK is just as detrimental to the black community as a Pookie. Again, the BLK is just as detrimental to the black community as a Pookie. That's a video topic I need to do. Matter of fact, give me a second so I can write that down. That's all I'm saying. I believe we just want a piece of the pie. That's it. Personally, coming from my point of view, it's just a piece of the pie. To be able to go all around the world and people and just have respect, and people not look upside down at you, or don't look at, or not looking at you as like, oh, this is the first black person I've seen. I wonder if they're going to steal. Like, come on, bro. We got to stop that. How do we change that? By controlling our own media. That's different. That's a whole different conversation right there. But we just want a piece of the pie. That's it. We want a piece of the pie. We're not trying to be out here saying we this, we that, we number one, this. We need to cut all that. And I feel like as black people at this point right now, if you own that type of narrative or that's what you want from the people, you need to get out too. Because if it was natural and it was divine order and that's how it's going to be, that's how it's going to be. But that's not something that we need to aim for. That's damn near narcissism. Thinking everything revolves around us. We the main character in everybody's movie. No. People gonna think how they think. People gonna feel how they feel about their own people. My whole thing is when they think about us, the narrative needs to change. That's it. The narrative needs to change. We change the narrative. We can control the narrative in order for us to have a piece of the pie. That's it. That's all I'm asking. It's just a piece of the pie. Like everybody else got. It's not hard. It's not hard. We just have to want it. We have to want it more than being comfortable. And a lot of us love being comfortable right now. Anyways, let me know how y'all feel about this. It's your favorite cousin Rich. Y'all be safe out there, all right? Love and blessings.